Do this. Please.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You.
Alright. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Tavern of Tomes. My name is R.K. Fox. I'm your Tavern Keeper, and I'm joined today by my fellow storytellers Kent Aldrich, Samuel Bowen, Christian Majewski, the one and only Rachel, and Alex Oak. And together, we're going to weave a world of myth and legends. The walls of my tavern are lined with leather-bound books filled with blank pages. Once a week here at the tavern, we open it on the desk and fill its pages with stories. The world outside is dark and scary. It has its beauties that are hard to see at night. So, for the time being, let's leave this world and go adventure, shall we? Now, last we left off, the party arrived in Denwell, made their way to Alteran University, became vaguely aware of all the schools upon entry, and then went to the front desk, as they are wont to do in needing to see the president. Front desk basically said, "We didn't know you were coming. We'll see when we can get you an appointment. Do you have anything to give us to let him know who you are?" They handed up their letter of marque that was sent to him, and they were given probably a couple hours to roam around and examine the school. As they were set loose, immediately Vale and Weird began looking for classes to attend. Vale made his way to a 4-storm class to learn about damage and explosions and fire, which he couldn't super understand because it was all like wizardcraft. Weird went towards Mindstro.
Weird wizard crab.
And Straya went in that direction as well. Weird looking for a class. Straya just looking for the musicians. Straya hopped into a class with Weird, but not before telling Lorenzo and Lucian that they gotta stop following her around because it's really harsh in the Lorenzo and Lucian made their way out to the courtyard, to the plaza, where Lucian began just regaling Lorenzo with tales of all the much better receptions he had received, where there were elephants galore from that one time that he was in up in Weelv. As you know, you just dreamweave a bunch of elephants and then they go away. In the Mindstroke class, Shreya learned a little bit about the spell Dance Macabre and thought she might be able to, with a little bit of working, figure it out, but dipped as soon as she learned that their meeting had been moved up from 3 p.m. to 12, and so she had less time than she thought, and went to go find a large circle of musicians and some sort of minor silencing spell allowing 50 musicians and 5 conductors in a great big circle to make as much noise as they want in a building where classes are happening. Weird continued to attend this class. In fact, he attended it a second time because he just went back in and the professor was teaching a second block of the same class. And upon realizing it was all the same information, he just spent the rest of his class on the text line. We then finished our story as our party returned to the office building and were directed down the hallway, and it's the third door on your right. They saw, as they opened, Alexander Orthell, an older elven man with long, blonde hair and a big beard. And he welcomed them and asked, "You're the representatives from the Cyanarchy? How's Verlon?" And we pick up here.
Okay, question, Reese.
Yeah.
Have we seen hex lights here?
You've not seen hex lights in this building, no.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna say because I feel like in the interconnected world that news would have traveled relatively quick, but if there's no hex lights here, then that wouldn't.
The only interconnected world is Lifo.
Yeah.
Outside of Lifo, there isn't really any hex lights. Although they are being slowly introduced over in Dakaya.
This is correct.
Yeah, thank you very much, Christian.
You're welcome.
So, how's old Vernon?
I guess news doesn't travel far.
His son is taking over.
Part of the reason why we are here is to inform you of the passing of the Longchamp III.
No! Can't be.
I would not be joking about this matter.
Big rock.
He was shot
They're right there.
by a criminal group known as the Los Colores Vivos.
No.
Yes.
They stole my boat!
Oh,
They stole our
shoot.
king.
Wait. They stole the boat?
Well, they
Yes.
gave it back. But
During
they
the
stole the
prologue.
boat. Yeah, they stole the boat. They gave it back, but
Oh,
they stole the boat.
okay. Vale would have asked that. Vale didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah, they stole the boat. Yes, we just started our world tour. First stop! And then they steal it and return it to us later. I'm not sure how. But it returned covered in spray paints of some kind.
well, that must have been very tragic.
It was very...
They did also...
We had to delay the entire world tour by a week!
The good Scion is dead,
Yes, you did say that.
and you're concerned about the fact that they stole your boat.
Well, no, I'm not concerned about the fact. They stole the boat, and they killed the Scion. I assume this has something to do with why you're here for the boat.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're going
we-
to hunt them down.
I'm going to turn, look at Enzo, and go, you said that you're a good schmoozer? And push him forward.
Schmooze it up.
So, basically, the death of royalty is not insignificant. Especially for the kingdom whom that royalty was ruled by.
Yes.
Especially when they were assassinated. So we are seeking your aid so that we can use your airship, so that we can help track down the assassins and gain some understanding of what or why this happened, so that we can make sure to avoid anything like this happening again. An entire kingdom is being attacked through their royalty, and we have come seeking for your aid.
I would love to give it to you. Verlon was a friend of mine, so I would absolutely. And his killer is one of my most.
You
recent
seem very
notorious enemies.
distraught about his passing.
I think
Well,
that's just his
I am.
persona.
I'm deeply
Um,
troubled, and I wish to see this rectified immediately. I would love to help.
How quickly could we leave?
Well,
With
with
the
the airship, it's actually so because it was stolen on its first outing. We actually have a lot of paperwork. If it is to be lent, even as the president, I can't just lend it out because I need equal collateral. I need another thing worth an equal amount to be put in our books as our possession collateral should the ship never come back. We own the collateral.
We are tracking an international terrorist group that has affected both your school and our nation.
Yes.
This is of utmost importance.
Yes.
How about?
Because of the bureaucracy of running the university, I am not able to make unilateral decisions about this.
Then let us speak to the board.
Well, so you can either speak to the board, which will take several days, or if there's some way to put up collateral, you could solve this today.
What do you need, my wallet?
I need something of equivalent value to the boat.
He wants the ship.
Ooh.
I want what ship?
I mean, there's no way the Tide's sleeping is as valuable as an airship.
You need a hex light.
What is a hex light?
That's not important.
I guess not.
Would a sailing ship?
Well, see, the problem is the airship is a sailing ship, plus all of its magical ingredients. If you were able to provide the sailing ship, plus some other sort of collateral, crew, something beyond just the ship, then we
Sir, we are not asking for a hall pass. Are you insane?
If I may, Lorenzo, you say that Verlon was your good friend.
Yes.
You clearly would like to see his killers brought to justice.
Yes, well, and also
And
the
it also
thieves of my
seems
ship.
that
Yes.
you are frustrated by the bureaucracy in this situation.
Correct, but I don't have any capacity to make a unilateral decision.
Why not?
Well, Lucian, just
Because
In
that's
Lucian's
excellent.
mind, he's just gonna hear Straya be like, please just shut up.
so, sir,
You're not helping
if
either.
I may,
Yes.
if I may, in order to catch the killers and avoid the bureaucracy, how about we play you look the other direction, we take the ship, we on the promise of the good scion promise to pay back any damages and anything else and any fines that we need to when we come back. We catch the killers of your friend, we bring your boat back, pay anything we need to, pay whatever fines need to be had. Your friend is avenged, a world leader is avenged, a terrorist organization is taken away, and you get the mark of pride of your ship, which they sold, being the thing that takes them down.
Right, but the problem is
At this moment, Lucian is going to look at Straya and say, "Really, I'm the problem."
I'm not allowed.
It's a good idea, you jerk.
So I'm not the one who actually can. I don't possess the ship. The ship is possessed by one of the schools. I would still have to go to them. I'm not allowed to make a unilateral decision. The school has survived since some of the earliest days because the president cannot make unilateral decisions. It has to go through the
And let us
bureaucracy to
speak
make those
I
decisions.
Both.
really
What?
want to bonk this guy on the head and take his keys.
What?
He doesn't have the keys.
I know.
What school holds the ship?
It's a combination of Foundwing and Forstorm and Falsafrost.
Are you able to
This is a college,
arrange
right?
a meeting with their leaders?
With their deans? Yes, we can absolutely arrange a meeting. I believe they all
But they
have
wouldn't be able to give it to us either.
Well, the deans would be able to make some sort. If they, as the schools who own the ship, were able to come to an agreement of some sort, then yes, theoretically they could give you the ship. But again, it's a matter of getting all three of the deans free. One of them is an ancient dragon who has an infinite amount of patience and will just wait for an opening in his schedule. So. I'm not certain how soon the meeting with the deans could be arranged. If you're willing to stay for a few days, then we could potentially get a
I
meeting.
can't bonk him on the head and take his keys.
We'll stay for a couple of days. However, this is a matter of grave importance, and you would probably want to keep the good scion on your good side.
Yes, I agree, but I can't bypass the bureaucracy.
I'm not saying you need to bypass. All I'm asking is for you to be as hasty and expedite this as much as possible. I understand that the school must run and it has many legislations that we need to get through. It would look good upon the relationship between the Alteran University and Domitia if we could get this ship as soon as possible. We are willing to wait a few days.
Well,
Even
I mean, you can get it today if you can put up the collateral. A ship and a crew will do it.
We do not
Well, then
have
who would
the
crew
correct.
the ship?
We need a crew for the ship.
No, and whatever crew you came with here could not pilot the airship. No, it's crewed by wizards and arcanists of our university.
Are those wizards and will those wizards and arcanists be ready to fight alongside us?
Yes. They're incredibly prodigious spellcasters. You can't fly the airship if you're not a prodigious spellcaster.
So you're willing to put them on the line in this mission?
Again, part of the reason that we need collateral. Yes.
I mean, if we talk to, well, technically speaking.
So wait. This is me talking. So basically, he says that a ship and a crew is fine, so that if some of the spellcasters die along the way, we'll just keep some of the crew members.
No, I think it's just a value statement currently.
No, because that was the conversation that I just had with him.
The ship and the crew are collateral for the ship, not for the spellcasters which fly the ship. The spellcasters which fly the ship obey the directions of the president, and will therefore do what the president commands. The ship and the crew, he is saying, would be sufficient to be collateral for the ship.
Yes, and I raised the question saying, so the crew of the airship, those spellcasters, will be fighting alongside us.
Correct, yeah, as directed by the president.
So it's fine if they die.
Yes, the expectation is that they won't, but yeah, knowing what you're sending in, yeah. But that's only if you guys decide to put the ship as collateral.
That is not our decision to make.
Technically, it is.
The Scion gave the Titan sleeping to us to do with whatever we want.
If you're willing to wait for the board, it would be 3 days max. This is entirely your decision. I just can't. I'm not permitted to make a unilateral decision that's effectively theft of the ship.
We need to go talk to the captain.
We might be able to give you collateral.
I will keep my calendar open for the rest of the day should you decide to provide collateral within the day. If you don't decide to provide collateral within the day, I will schedule a meeting with the board.
That is fine by us.
Very well.
Wonderful. Alright, I'm assuming you guys make your way back to the ship then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hang out with the president.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let these guys leave.
Okay.
Alright, we'll follow the rest of you guys for a moment then, unless, Straya, how long do you think you're going to hang out with the president? Or just until they return?
No, I just have a couple questions. I just don't want to...
Okay, in that case, we'll do the scene first.
Ask in the middle, okay.
Yeah. Yes, how can I be
first, I don't know if this works as far as collateral goes. Can you take, like, future collateral? Because this is a university, right? Like, you guys research, things like that.
Yes.
What if you give us the ship, we promise to bring back a Ravager? I don't know if you've heard of this thing, but it seems like college might be a place that would be interested in something like this, studying it, learning it for magical purposes. Because what my colleagues forgot to mention is that it seems like the Scion was killed just to get the Ravager. We had brought it back for the Scion. We had captured it, brought it back. They were studying it. But Los Colores Vivos came and killed the Scion, stole the Ravager. So not only are we going to avenge the Scion, but we're also going to get the Ravager back. I could find a way to make sure that it lands here and not back at the Scionarchy.
I would have to put the forces of the Full Storm Educational Board to this, as they would be able to define whether it is actually possible for you to return it, and whether that is the most likely future. in regards to, because it's not a piece of collateral that you have in your possession at the time, suppose you all go up and you die. Then we've just lost the airship and you're all dead.
Okay.
So I'm afraid I could not accept potential collateral as collateral.
But I figured. Two more questions. One, is there any one professor thing that might know anything more about the Ravager or the type of magic conducted by it?
That's a tough one. We don't exactly study magical creatures here. The nearest that might be viable would be, Mindstroke might be viable. Mindstroke might be a school that you could look at, given that they are all about capturing and commanding creatures, but I'm not entirely certain that there's anyone else who would specialize.
Cool.
You could.
Also, you said you and the Scion were friends, yeah?
Yes. I've been friends with every Velon who has come down the pike. Apparently there's a new one to meet.
Yeah. We only had, 10 minutes with him, but he seemed nice. I've just been, collecting stories. As, a gift. I'm very clearly lying, by the way. I'm not not doing well of
Yes.
hiding the various emotions going on my face. Anyways, if you could just tell me stories or whatever that you have of the Scion or what he was like, that'd be.
Specifically, you want to know about the recently deceased Scion.
Yes, Verlon Sherban.
The third.
Verlon the Third.
Yes. Verlon. I met Verlon about 20, 30 years ago. It's a little bit blurry. Elf lived for an incredibly long time. I met Verlon about 20, 30 years ago. When there was a point in time where the Scionarchy made the very unwise decision to attempt to overthrow the Quadratica. And it had not been attempted in a while. And Verlon attempted to do it silently, attempted to send sort of spies, quiet agents. Got very close to our area, Panerai being quite close to the Quadratica. And got himself in a bit of a pickle. Came over himself to try and manage something. Didn't quite go how he intended it to. And so he reached out, sent out a bit of a distress signal. And I first met him. He was quite young at the time. I want to say 18 or 19. He took over at a very young age. And made a very, very unwise decision to try and overtake the Quadratica. Got caught, needed help, sent out a distress signal. I was putzing around with some sort of magical versions of the crystals before we established ours. And happened to pick up a distress signal. And on a whim, I thought, I'll go to the coordinates and see if I can rescue whoever this is. And that's how I met your father. I met Verlon. Sorry, not your father. I don't know.
Freudian slip.
That was
this whole time.
This whole time he's known.
Oh yeah, of course you guys are related. Obviously, look at you.
You look just like him.
That would be the greatest drop ever.
And so that is how I met Verlon. I immediately advised him never to do anything of that kind again. And the noise of him has been quiet for quite some time, so I assume he hasn't.
Yeah. Wow, that was really dumb of him.
Well, young rulers tend to make unwise decisions as some of their first decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. But they can get better. Obviously.
If they're lucky, they
Become
learn
wise
from
and
their
good.
mistakes, yes.
It's a great story. Yeah, thanks. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go. You've got a cool school here. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out Mindstro. And, do you have to, like, have a high school diploma, anything, to go to school here? Or...
No, the only thing we require is the proficiency necessary to learn in the first place.
Cool. Okay, bye. Just gonna
Good.
leave.
Bye.
Good tip.
See? Okay. And then the door magically closes behind you.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna just go find a little corner and cry for a second, and then go wander around campus some more. It's gonna be great.
Sounds good. All right, you go to wander around campus and work through your emotions. And then we'll bump back now to the guys as they make their way onto the ship. You make your way up to main deck again. Who is spearheading this conversation? Who are you going to talk to first?
Well, I will just say that I did just realize, like, a second ago that I was joking about, bonking the guy on the head and stealing his keys. And that's like a 9th level wizard, so that wouldn't have gone very well.
Correct.
No,
Yeah.
some would say violence is not the answer. But
Dang it. Especially
Some would
not
say
against
it's
guys
the
who can
solution.
cast Meteor Storm.
Meteor Swarm.
or burning hands.
Same
I would say
thing.
that's a
Or
great
burning hands at
evasion
9th
spell.
level.
All right, so
Hands can do a lot for you.
yeah, it can kill guards and get you put in jail.
If that's the kind of thing you're going for.
No,
If
maybe you
jail
want to
time
do
is
kind
that.
of
what
thing
you're
you're
looking
into.
for, may I present burning
Up-
hands?
Apparently,
Lorenzo.
Sam is gunning to put as many characters in jail this game as possible.
His entire goal
I've
is
only
just
got one.
how many characters can I get incarcerated?
Talk
Yeah,
about
not
the second
dead,
one.
but in jail.
That
That's
very,
the goal.
very fine line.
That thin line.
All right, so who's going to talk to him?
Lorenzo, you should talk with the captain, and we should go straight to the captain.
Wait. You don't talk to the captain. You talk to the first mate.
Oh,
Was that a good impression of Enzo?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty bad.
Oh no, I only got to talk to a receptionist. Oh no, where are my elephants? Oh no!
That's pretty good.
See,
That's how you do
You're
Well,
it.
starting to get it.
Stupid.
Vale is
You're s-
doubled over, like, laughing his head off.
See,
Sorry,
you get
sorry,
it.
no.
Where were
This
my
guy is
elephants?
Stupid. Is that his accent? I can't do the accent. Oh, this place is a stupid. Is it it? I can't quite. Never mind.
Pretty close, pretty close.
Right. So we're going. So we're on the ship now.
Yeah, you're on the ship.
Let's go talk to Adrian, and then we can talk to everybody else.
So we're waiting, right? Though. The 3 days.
I think so.
Right? Is that the plan?
I mean, that would be advisable.
Yes, I think. Staraya, what? You have opinions.
She's not there.
I'm not there.
Oh, you're
Well,
not there.
no, wait, we talked.
Just fair, you have
we said that
opinions.
we would go get the. We would go get the. See if the captain would let us use them as collateral. If that didn't work, we would meet with the board.
Wait, we're considering that?
I'm glad somebody remembers what the
do you mean?
combo was.
Yeah.
Wait,
God.
I'm not considering that.
that's not an option. We're not gonna give up this ship and crew as a collateral. Are you kidding me?
It
Fine.
would be more
I'll go talk to
beneficial
the
if they
captain
went with
about
us.
it.
What the?
You know what? Go ahead. Go talk to the captain.
Are you coming with or not?
I'll go.
If you're gonna talk, I'm not giving up my home as collateral. Excuse you.
You're not gonna be on it, and you can have it back when we get back.
Go talk to the captain. We're waiting for a few days.
Go knock
See
on
if
the
we can get to
captain's door.
different.
You knock on the captain's door. Go ahead. No, you don't have a luck score, so I'm not gonna have you.
Are you sure? You're really quiet.
I was talking quietly.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. You knock on the captain's door. You just hear in your mind, "Come in."
I walk in. And I signal weird. I'm like, how about you just wait outside?
You don't see the signal because I'm just following you blindly.
Captain, sorry to come alone. Usually, Lorenzo and Lucien decided that they didn't want to come with, and because they're nervous about asking about one of the two options that we currently have. So, the school will not give us the airship without one of two things. Either a unilateral decision by the board, or collateral. The unilateral decision by the board will take probably 3 days, if not more. We give him collateral, we get to take the boat now. The only thing of value that we have is Tides Unsleeping and the crew. You would all have to stay here until we came back. Or we can wait for 3 days. We obviously do not want to force this choice on you, or the crew, but if you were to make this choice for the crew and the ship, then we will gladly accept it. Lorenzo and Lucien don't like the idea, but if you choose it, I think it will be fine.
Well, they say they are going to use the boat as collateral. Will they take the boat out of the harbor?
How about when we go back, you can come with and get some specifics from the president of the university? It kind of sounded in our conversation like he basically just wants the boat to stay here with the crew, so that there is something of value tying the airship back here.
Right. My thought is if you use this as collateral, and you do not come back, we leave anyway. What are they going to do if they
Also
leave the
fair,
boat in the harbor?
you know, we are privateers.
So,
You chill
I mean-
with it?
We could say that you're collateral, and then once we have the boat, you just sail away, and then you know it's technically
Well-
like true but not true, but you're free.
I'm sure
then
the
we
crew
meet up
wouldn't
somewhere.
mind some time of rest in the port. Probably paid for, I'm guessing.
it would have to be.
I don't know.
Alex,
Is collateral? Do you get paid to be collateral? That thing?
Stupid cat. 1 second.
There he goes. There she goes.
I do not like that the boat is being used as collateral, but if it has to be used as collateral, what are they going to do if we leave? Shoot us down? That's the threat that everyone makes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I would want just confirmation that the boat stays in port and that the amenities necessary to feed the crew is accounted for, but if they are willing to do that, I mean, I do not like it, but it is not technically the decision.
Yes, but this decision I think you should make. For yourself and the crew. And, yeah. Especially because you will be the one in charge of deciding when and if you leave if we don't come back. Or when and how, not if. The if is not negotiable.
If we can get food, then I will need to talk to the first mate and the quartermaster.
Alright, well. Let's engage those conversations. I'm gonna go gloat for a second. I walk out of the cabin. I grab Weird and follow.
I was gonna say, Weird just stays here, just scrolling.
Just... And I walk up to those two and I'm like, he thinks it's a good idea.
That was never the question whether it's a good idea or not. It was never the question whether he's gonna agree to it or not. We could just make him agree. The question is, what is better for the mission and for us and for everyone involved?
Well, as he said, if we don't come back, they just leave. There's probably not enough space on the airship for all of them. And it would be weird to leave some of the crew here.
Weird?
We're going onto a full vessel. Ha ha ha. So, we were always going to have to leave some of the crew. Now we're just leaving all of the crew. I don't like it as much any more than you do. But I don't see any other option.
We could have waited for 3 days and see if they can understand that this is a big deal. But I guess not.
I mean, the decision has not been done yet.
We can still do that.
Okay. Sure. Lorenzo will walk off. Yeah.
Well, are we waiting or are we not? Because if we're not waiting, we should just go back now. Well, after we confirm with the captain. But if we are waiting, then we should just wait.
I think we should wait for Straya, see what she thinks. She suspiciously stayed behind to talk to the president. I don't trust whatever happened there, so I want to know what she said. It might have been personal, it might have been not, but...
That is smart.
Alright,
So,
so
yeah.
you guys are waiting for Straya to return to the ship.
Yes.
In that case, Straya, how long does it take for you to return to the ship?
I don't know, because I thought they were coming back. They said they were going to go and talk to the captain and then come back, right? That was my understanding.
No, we didn't say that we were going to come back.
Oh, he just said he'll wait until the evening?
Yeah, so he basically said, I'll clear my schedule. If you come back with collateral, we'll get this moving today. If you don't come back, I will schedule a meeting with the board.
Okay, great. Okay, probably I'll wander for a few hours and then realize, oh, they're not coming back. And so I'll head to the ship.
Okay. So at about 3 p.m., when your original meeting was intended to be, Straya returns to the ship. By this point in time, Vale, are you hanging around near Lucien and Lorenzo?
Yeah, I mean, I'm up on deck.
Okay.
You know.
So, everybody, aside from Straya, before she returns, would be approached by Captain, Quartermaster, First Mate. The First Mate would, or actually, you'd be approached by the Quartermaster and the First Mate, not the Captain. First Mate would walk up, addressing Lorenzo, and say, Okay, so it has been proposed that the crew and the ship are being used as collateral.
Yep. Apparently, I didn't think we were gonna go forward with that. The other option was we can wait a few days and meet with the board and see if we can convince them that this is important enough that we don't need to put down any collateral. As I've assumed we were going to do that, but apparently
Which
the Veil
we
had
totally
other
can.
plans.
The question is, and I want to ask Lucian this, and Vale is saying this, is, Lucian, how long do you want to wait?
It doesn't really matter. They said 3 days. 3 days is not that long of a time.
That's fair.
In the grand scheme of things, we already wasted, what, weeks? I don't remember how long it took us to get here. We already wasted so much time. It would be better, easier to have as many people with us as possible, to make these missions actual,
Well,
worth our time.
well, whether or not, and I agree with you, that's fair, that's a good point. Whether or not we use the ship as collateral, they can't come with us.
You don't know that.
Look at this ship. How much extra space do we have? Not all that much. Now, I don't know exactly what this one's size is. But there's no way we're fitting an entire other crew onto it. So, do we leave half the crew here?
Yeah?
If that, because it could be a small ship, and then in that case, we might have to leave the whole crew.
Then let's go look at the ship. Why are we making decisions on hypotheticals if we don't know anything? You're just assuming that we are not going to have enough space. So let's go look at the ship.
I'm just saying don't make your decision on having people with us.
Well, don't make your decision on not having people with us.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So let us go and see every single option that we have, and then make an informed decision. Let's not just jump to a decision because it is the closest thing to us that we can see, that we can grab and take with us. Just because it's easy doesn't mean that it's right.
Never said it was.
Well, that is the assumption.
Okay, so you guys are going back to the school to try and see the airship?
No, we're waiting for Straya because we want to.
Okay, we're still going to wait for
Right now,
Straya.
we were just approached by people. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. In that case, probably about an hour and a half later, Strand makes her way back.
Okay. Well,
What do you guys figure out?
Well, the big question is, what did you end up talking to the principal about?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Nothing
Okay.
too serious.
If it was purely personal, that is completely fine with me. I don't need to know. But if it wasn't, it would better. I'm sorry, my cat is screaming at me and scratching me in the back. But if it wasn't purely personal, we're all working together here.
Yeah. It was mostly personal. I tried to see if there was another avenue so that we wouldn't have to give up the boat as collateral, because I would prefer not to give up people for the sake of gaining something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a fancy word for doing the same thing the shipwright did.
Yes, it
to the
is.
tides and sleeping. So, but it's kind of the only way. I don't think we have anything value-wise equal to an airship.
What did you propose to him?
The thing that got my dad killed in the first place, the Ravager. You guys seem to have forgotten, like,
Yes, I
that's
didn't
why.
mention it on purpose.
We don't need a foreign government knowing that we are trying to experiment on something. And we don't need to be giving them these avenues against us. We are at peace, but
it's not necessarily against. And to be honest, I would rather have that thing away from the Cyanarchy just in case another group tries to come and kill whoever's got it, than bring it back to
yes,
palace.
but now, okay. It is fine that you talk to him about this. It would have been better if you didn't, or at least discuss it with us.
Well, I couldn't really get a word in edgewise when we were in the office, so I just kind of did my own thing. It's fine. It doesn't even matter.
Please don't do your own thing. If you couldn't get a word in, I'm sorry. That shouldn't have happened. But don't just go on making your own decisions. Because I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure nothing's going to happen. But if you're talking about another group going somewhere to try and retrieve a thing, Perai now knows that we might have a Ravager in the future. Did you think about the fact that maybe they might one day decide that they want it?
Yeah, I figured their university, they study things like this. But to be honest, President was like, I don't really know. I would have to talk to another group. So it wasn't even, he didn't seem all that interested.
I think he was probably very interested, just not in the prospect of losing it and the ship. All I'm saying is, you're not making decisions just for yourself.
No.
So please.
Okay.
Okay, since we're all together, let's make this decision. What do we want to do? I am against putting the ship up and the crew up for collateral. It's better if we just wait a couple of days.
Me too.
I mean, it's not super important that we go immediately. Like, we can wait a couple days, right?
I believe so.
If there's another option, I mean, leaving people behind isn't really... it's not very nice. You know?
Yeah, so
let's wait.
We'll wait a couple days.
Okay. Make the decision to wait. And after 3 days, word is sent, or after the next morning, word is sent to the ship. You will meet in 2 days with the board. And they will meet, let's say noon. You'll meet at lunchtime. Is there anything you guys would like to accomplish over those 2 days that you're there, or would you just like to, or go to jump?
I'll just say I only have a couple things I want to do. We don't have to roleplay them though. I'm gonna borrow Weird and borrow his hex light.
Okay.
No.
And
not again.
Message my good old butler friend.
Yeah.
And tell him to tell Lonnie if he can look up what the Scion was doing around age 18 or 19, and know that just because you, how do I want to say it? Like, just because you make a bad decision doesn't mean that you'll be a bad ruler. Or just because you make a dumb decision doesn't mean that it'll follow you forever or something like that. Trying to be encouraging. So I don't even know if that's public knowledge, but yeah.
Sounds good. Are you sending the messages in like look up and please report back to me, or just look up for yourself?
Just look up for yourself.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
No,
sure
sorry.
enough.
Yeah, he's telling the Scion to look up for himself. I don't want the
correct.
butler to look it up. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Sure enough, send that message off. Get another like.
Okay. Great. And then I'm just gonna spend literally the next 2 days wandering around campus, maybe try and like meet some students, spend a lot of time in the Mindstro area. Knowing if there's like a library or if the Mindstro area has a library, I'll see if I can like look through the books or research people have done, see if a Ravager is brought up at all. Or if there's any.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Also, if there's like any whispers or anything like that, since I got scolded, now I'm feeling bad. 15. Investigation?
Yeah.
Oh! Why is my investigation so good? 23.
With a 23, you are able to find a book which mentions the Ravager, not as like a point of study, but more as a mythological creature.
Okay.
And it doesn't tell you anything you didn't already know from your first encounter with it. But it seems to be consistent with your encounter.
Okay. Cool. Yep, just wandering around campus, trying to make some friends, see what this college life is like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a point
Rachel's going back to college.
There's a point where you get looped into one of the music circles if you bring your violin on campus.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm totally bringing it the next 2 days.
Yeah, absolutely. You like one of the things you notice is like, okay, it's in the exact same location, but students have just changed out. Like you think this maybe doesn't ever stop, and students just swap out in between classes.
Okay.
And so yeah, you're able to spend an hour or two, however long you want, doing that.
There's a moment where they like rope you into becoming like running a play, like a musical or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
They keep talking about regionals for some reason.
The last line of the play is this really poorly written thing. It's something about friendship and
lions or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah. Anything else?
I'm probably just gonna spend this time strategizing or trying to come up with as good of a plan moving forward. Like going to see the ship, checking it out, trying to meet as much of the crew that managed the ship, asking about what the ship can do, what they can do. Just strategizing.
The most you're able to get is from the receptionist at the front desk, a little pamphlet that explains kind of what the ship does. It explains like how it works, how there's like an artificial mind on board that casts a bunch of spells that it concentrates on for the effect of the ship functioning and getting like casting major defy gravity. Stuff like that, but you're not actually able to see the ship or meet any of the crew. In the pamphlet, there's like a little, meet the captain sort of thing, and it's got like a little picture of the captain of the ship, who is actually just the dean of the school of, I believe it's 4-star? The dean of, or no, it's the dean of Foundwing. Who is this like robot, like metallic? Is referred to as a Kalaton, and his name is One. He is Captain One, and he is the only person described in that pamphlet.
I probably wouldn't have talked to the receptionist. He's kind of done with her.
Oh, well then, then you would have found nothing.
Well, I would have tried to, like, am I really not able to talk to anyone else?
No one else would give you anything. You can talk, but all they would say is, "Oh yeah, you can go to the receptionist."
This is like one of the colleges like MIT where the Department of Defense is running research at it. So you've got professors who have security clearances up the wazoo and students who are helping them, but so it's happening, but you can't necessarily go and see it, kind of thing, I guess, right? Is that kind of what you're going for, Reese? Yeah.
Okay.
Lucian, do you want me to go talk to the scary receptionist and get a pamphlet for you?
It's fine. I would have talked to her. Yeah.
Okay, so
We can talk.
so you are not
Weird.
able to. Nobody will give you any, like, everything is locked up.
Okay, cool. Then I guess I'll just try to do as much planning on our side as possible, and then we'll just take another day or two.
If you would grab
once we
the
get
pamphlet,
ship.
would you go to the receptionist if
Yeah,
that's you?
I'll go get
Okay.
the pamphlet. I will keep my conversation with her short and sweet.
Yeah. She'll give you a pamphlet. The pamphlet basically just explains the size of the ship, how it works, all that sort of stuff. So,
Yeah, cool. So, I'll just grab that, and I'll try to strategize with that as much as possible.
cool. Any other activities before the meeting?
Lorenzo spends most of his time on the boat.
Okay, cool.
How's our friend Neve?
Neve's doing great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back into regular rotation of all of her normal responsibilities. She's not any of the, like, titled positions on the ship. So she's just, general crew
He's
work.
like Lorenzo.
I will say, just for storytelling purposes, I'll make friends on the college campus, and then the new spells I added, can I just say that I learned them from them?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Okay, fab.
That's fun.
That's
I
fun.
like that a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so you go and you learn a couple of just easy to pick up spells from some of these students. A couple of the more advanced students are what are the spells you learned?
I learned Dispel Magic, and because I didn't tie it in story-wise with my new feat, I got Invisibility and Color Spray.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Nice.
so so invisibility and color spray you actually learn from some students in Falsifrost, as they teach you a bunch of illusion stuff. As far as your Dispel Magic, you actually learn that from a student in Protoclaw, because they are the big school when it comes to abjurations. And so you get actually a very, despite the fact that you spend a lot of time with Mindstro, you realize not just how much the school is diverse, but also how much crosstalk there is between colleges.
Very cool. Oh, I forgot too with my, what are these called?
Your psionic practices?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I got Astral Step.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's anybody that would teach me that.
No, there are no mystics over here. What does Astral Step
I
do
didn't
again?
think so. I can teleport my psychic die plus 10 feet as a bonus action.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
The Mystics are
You're
so
showing it off.
busted. I love them.
You're showing it off to the college students and whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just to impress people every once in a while. And
Yeah.
be like, oh, that's cool, that's cool.
Yeah, there are some students
Can
in
you do
Minds.
this?
So Mindstro is all conjuration and necromancy, and their specialization in conjuration is all summoning creatures. But there are some of them who do specialize in teleportation, who are absolutely fascinated by this ability. And they're like, and you say that it's not conjuring. You're not casting a spell. You just do it.
Yeah. I mean, hold on. I want to see how dumb I'm about to be. Yeah, okay. I'm liking these college students. I really want to impress them. So I'll be like, if you watch my eyes, you'll see, this is where, watch what my eyes do, and it just, comes natural. And so I, Yeah,
you
totally
you
just-
become the focus for a bunch of students who like just turn you into like their little like, okay, this is my 1 day project, is like I'm gonna study what this magic is and how it interfaces with what I do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
Just want to
you
be popular.
anything else? Otherwise, we're jumping to board meeting.
That should be good.
All right.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
In that case, you guys make your way back. 3rd day that you've been in port, and you are directed to a boardroom further down the hall from the Alexander's main office. It's a super long distance between. So his was the first door or 3rd door on the right. It's the 4th door on the right, but there's a massive distance between the 2 doors, indicating that the room is much bigger. And you get into what appears to be a conference room, but you notice, so you see 6 or 7 people. One of them is Alexander. You also see the deans of every school. So you see a Githzerai, or a Jonzerai, who has the logo of Sela's jaw. You see a full ancient white dragon. And this is clearly the primary reason that this room is this big, is for the dragon to teleport in and just have enough room to be in the building. And he is not wearing like a little pendant or anything indicating his school. He is the logo of his school. You see a...
That's wild.
Rose the Dean
It'd
and
be
the
like-
mascot.
No, legitimately, I'm in the our mascot here in Falsafrost, or sorry, not White Dragon, Silver Dragon. We hold the Silver Dragon as our mascot, an exemplary natural occurrence of controlling what others see and doing so nobly. With such an inherently manipulative art as our centerfold, we keep the Silver Dragon in mind as a reminder of humility and honor and power. And that's their like blurb in the school pamphlet about their mascot being their dean and the founder of the college.
Wow.
Wearing the little pendant of Forstorm is this centaur, who, for any of you familiar with folklore, centaur, commonly star readers and diviners. And so very good, like common, it's probably occurred several times in the history of the school where a centaur is the dean of Forstorm. You've already read about in the pamphlet, the Kalaton, the robotic individual, who has just sort of emblazoned into his chest permanently the crystal. Then there is some just looks like a human with sort of like almost in like the center of a bow tie, the purple crystal from Mindstra. And then the final person you see is an Earth Genasi, who has a green hexagonal gem sort of placed in the outside of the forearm. And as you stare down this really wild group of deans, this very strange board, we're going to finish this chapter here. Does anybody have anything they want to plug?
Magic Missile Mini is my YouTube channel where I do like D&D and Warhammer stuff, and then you can also check out my band Kins, KYN. Check us out on Spotify, Instagram, SoundCloud. Release a new album soon, hopefully releasing. The goal is somewhere towards the beginning of the next year of 2026, so very excited about that.
Nice.
Look up Kent Aldrich on Substack. I'm actually actively writing something this time, and should be out soon. So that's great. Imagine doing the thing that I've been saying I was going to do for a long time.
Nice.
So
That'd be crazy.
yeah,
That is crazy.
Check out my other podcast, the Multi Nerds podcast, where I want to get them into D&D. I don't think it'll ever happen though. So it's my other nerdy side.
Hilarious. Any other pitches?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
not working on stuff. So.
Sounds good. All right, and as always, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Tavern of Tomes, capital T in Tavern of Tomes. Thank you all for joining us. You're always welcome here at the Tavern, and come back next week, because this story's not over yet. We love you all. Good night.
Hello.